Today's topic is about how to prepare budgets through TallyPrime. So myself Manikandan, I'm the Chief Knowledge Officer at Asset Integrated Info Systems. This session is organized by Asset Integrated Info System. They are the number one 5-star Tally partner in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh since 1997. Asset Integrated Info System can provide one-stop solution for all your Tally related products like Tally Silver, Tally Gold, Tally Server and Tally related support like TSS or TDL integration. So you can get in touch with them through the website www.assettally.com. In this session, I'll give you the contact details for your technical and functional supports on accounting, GST, TDS implementation in Tally and inventory managements in Tally also, right? So today's topic is about budgets. So budget, if I say the word, you can recall that state government budget or central government budget for the month of February. See, it is not only for the state government, central government, it is also for the family, also for the business enterprises. So let us understand what is budget and what are the importance of preparing budgets, right? Every family used to say like prepare a budget and spend your amount so that they can manage the fund properly. Very simple, a budget is a financial plan. It's nothing but a financial plan for an organization to manage their expenditures, to manage their spendings, to plan their resources, right? And also to plan their income. So very simple, they can prepare a budget, they can estimate their income, they can fix some value for the respective expenditure at the end of the period, like end of a project, end of a week, end of a month, or end of a particular financial year. They can summarize it, they can see the original figure, that is whatever the income they have achieved, whatever the expenses they have incurred, and this can be compared with the estimations, that is compared with the budgets which they have fixed in the beginning of such period, right? Finally, they'll get a variance. Say for example, I fixed a income to achieve 5 crores for the financial year 2024 and 25. So my actual income received is 4 crores 75 lakhs. It's nothing but a deficit budget. That is, there is some shortage. Whatever the income I have expected, I have not achieved it. So my variance will be 25 lakhs. Similarly, I fix some expenditure. For example, for advertisement, I fix 50 lakhs per annum. At the end of the financial year, I'm seeing my financial reports. It says I've spent 60 lakhs. It's nothing but excess of 10 lakhs spent towards the advertisement. That is the variance. So to identify whether we are spending as per what we have decided at the financial year or whether we have earned as per what we have decided at the beginning of the financial year is going to be the outcome of preparing budgets. So it helps the management to take a quick decision, to take a control on the expenditures, to manage the resources, right? So, and it is helping the businesses to prepare some roadmap. So for the future decision making, even for the project related businesses, right? If they can feel the figures of previous project and they can fix it for the future projects so that they can run the projects with profits, right? The same thing we are going to implement in Tally. Actually, some of the companies, they record all the business transactions in Tally. They prepare budgets in Excel. They get all the information from Tally. That is whatever they actually achieved from Tally and they put it in Excel and they prepare some chart for the variance. It is waste of time, right? For the beginning of any period, as per your desire, for the beginning of a month or a week or a year, you fix some budget in Tally, you do your regular transactions. Fixing of budget is a simple task, very, very simple task. You can finish it within 5 minutes. Okay, then you do your transactions as per your actual transactions, and end of the period, you can see the financial reports for the actual report and also for the budgeted report. Even you can see the variance. One column for the actual, one column for the budgets and another column for the variance. This helps the management to take quick decisions. Okay, so Tally helps you with the reports. You can take a decision based on the reports. So in Tally, you can create budgets for the groups like direct expenses, indirect expenses, direct income, indirect income, sales account, purchase account, kind of a grouping budgets you can do. That means a total expenditure budget you can fix it. Say for example, an organization is fixing a budget for total indirect expenses of 5 crores. We can fix it for the indirect expenses group. and you do your regular transactions, you do record your transactions. At the end of the particular period, you just check how much you have actually spent on the head of indirect expenses. For say, for example, it is 5 crores 25 lakhs, and what you have planned at the beginning of the period is 5 crores, and end of the period you have spent 5 crore 25 lakhs, and you will see the difference, that is nothing but a variance of rupees 25 lakhs. So this is how a group budget can be fixed. Similarly, a group budget can be fixed for the total sales, total purchase also, because in the sales ledger you will be having multiple sales ledger. However, everything will be combined under the head of sales account. So for the total sales account you can prepare a budget, total purchase account you can prepare a budget, right? So simply finally you are going to check with the actuals, you will see the results as the variance. Similarly, you can prepare budgets for the ledgers also. Ledger in the sense, in the groups I said it is for the total expenditure, total income, total sales, total purchases. In case of ledgers, it is for the individual accounting head. For example, out of 5 crores we have decided for indirect expenses, I can fix some amount for salary, some amount for advertisements, business developments, some amount for traveling expenses, some amount for purchases, individual purchase ledgers. For example, local purchase, import purchase. Kindly, similarly, sales also you can fix the budgets individually. For separate accounting heads, you can fix the budget, right? So, as I said in the groups, here in the ledgers also you are going to take individual expenses wise budget. For example, how much is the budget allocated for the salary, and how much is actually we spent for salary, and finally how much is the difference. This helps the management either to reduce the expenditure for the future financial year or for the future projects, or even they can increase the budget, right? So there are two options for the management. One, they can plan to reduce the expenditure. They can have a discussion with the senior management team. Suppose if the management team says reducing salary cost is not possible, if they have a proper justification, then management can reduce, instead of reducing salary expenditure, they can give some more budgets for the particular expenditure. This is what is happening for the government, central government budget and state government budgets also. So beginning of February, government will decide how much has to be spent for a particular department, education, water resources, infrastructure, medical, army, kind of a department wise funds will be allocated. And end of the financial year, they will check whether the funds are fully utilized, okay, or the funds got shortage. For example, they have decided to give a train facility for particular kilometer, they'll be having a budget. So this is how the government is preparing budget. The same way the organizations also will prepare. To be frank, in the same way, every family also will prepare some budget out of the total income earned by a earning member of the family. They allocate the money proportionately for rental, telephones, education, food, medical, etc. So this is how we are going to prepare budget. Let us get into Tally. Creating budget is a simple task in Tally. It's just like creating a ledger or group or stock item or a unit of measurement. But before preparing budgets in Tally, you're supposed to refer the previous year records. That is very, very important. Assume that I am planning to prepare a budget for 2025 to 26. Of course, we are at the end of 24-25. Just have a plan for 25-26. At this time, don't prepare the budget without seeing the past financial records. Then you will have some learnings. Actually, what is our earnings and what is going to be the earning for 2025-26, and what is our expenditure under respective heads, and what can be our expenditure for the financial year 2025-26. So refer your previous financial statements and get some figure and just justify it with your senior management team, and ensure that the budget is prepared to achieve a particular goal that is going to be the roadmap to achieve your organization goal. Of course, it is going to end with getting more profit, reducing the expenditure, right? Let us get into Tally. So I'll create a new company for this budget demonstration. I'm creating a company. You can also put budgets for your existing company. Assume that it is for the financial year 2024 and 25. New company is created. Let us not enable the advanced features like GST and other inventory related features. Creating budget is very easy. Before that, I'll create some of the ledgers. Salary, indirect expenses. It's a normal ledger creation. Nothing is relevant to the budgets. Electricity charges. See, like this you can create budgets for cost centers also. Business development, expenditure. Just creating some ledgers. I've created some ledgers. Let us get it to the masters. So anything we can create it through the masters. I'll get it to create part. And you can find accounting masters, inventory masters and statutory details. Now you just click on show more. Now Tally will give you lot of options on the accounting masters. Even if you click on inactive, you will find a lot of masters related to currencies, related to your inventories, payroll, statutory compliances. See how many masters are available. Now on the accounting masters you can find budgets. You can create a budget. For example, I'm creating a budget for expenses. That means just assume that for the total expenditure I'm preparing a budget, right? For the period you can prepare a budget for a month, week, day or for a particular financial year also. I'm preparing this budget for a particular financial year, or you create it for even quarter, particular quarter, right? Then only you can compare and you can analyze, you can replan for the next quarter. So now I am preparing quarterly budget for the group of total expenditures. Whatever the groups already available in Tally, 28 primary and the subgroups are available in Tally. So whatever the groups available, you can fix a budget. Assume that I am preparing budget for my indirect expenses on the closing balance for a quarter, or I assume that total indirect expenditure shall be 1 crore 25 lakhs. So it's very simple. I have created a budget. That's all. Now you pass on your regular entries. Just fix it. That's all. Now you pass on your regular entries. Assume that I'm just making some payment for my business development expenditures. Forget about the negative cash. Just for the demonstration purpose, I'm passing some entries. Assume that for 3 months I'm passing entries. So I've spent some amount for my salary, electricity charges, business development charges, maintenance expenses, etc. So it's just an example. Assume that I finished my quarter. Okay, I have recorded all my transactions. Now you can refer all your reports as usual. For example, a P&L or balance sheet or whatever the reports you want to see, you can see it as usual. Okay, but now I would like to see what is actual, what is our estimation, that is budget, and what is the difference. Okay, since it is related to the P&L items, expenses is related to P&L items, you can refer the P&L. Okay, but the better method is you go to trial balance, display, more reports and trial balance. So trial balance will show you the actual figure as on a particular date. Assume that this is a trial balance I am referring for the particular quarter 1/4 to 30th of June, right? So you can see the actual expenditures. See, we have entered only few transactions, then you can remember the figure. My budget is 1 crore 50 lakhs and the actual expenditure is 1 crore 28 lakhs 34,526. But for the organization, they'll be having an expenditure for multiple hits. They'll be having a budget for multiple projects, right? Now what they can do is you can refer the budget variance option, that is F10, right? Just refer the right hand side. There is a toolbar F10, right? You can see the list of budgets you have created. You can have multiple budgets, fixed assets budget, you can have indirect expenses budget, direct expenses budget, or even for the business development expenses alone, you can have a separate budget. Now I have selected my budget variant. That's all. This is my budget report. Now, especially we are referring the indirect expenses. Okay, I can remove the other lines. I can refer the indirect expenses alone. Just remember, we have not specified how much we are going to spend for salary, how much we are going to spend for electricity, how much we are going to spend for business development, and how much we are going to spend for maintenance. We have not defined so. We have defined that the total indirect expenditure, that is a group budget, total indirect expenditure for a particular quarter, that is from 1st of April to 30th June, budget allotted by management is 1 crore 25 lakhs. Now, what is actually we have spent? 1 crore 28 lakhs 34,000 and 526. See, but Tally is giving such a wonderful information along with the percentages that says you have spent 102.68 percentage, that is more than what is allocated. If it is 100, that is also fine. We have spent more than 100, that means 2.678 percentage we have spent extra, 3,34,526. Now it's the turn of management. They can talk with the senior management, they can analyze whether the reason for the increase of cost, whether they can reduce it for the next quarter, or they have to allocate some more fund for a particular project. See, especially these charity organizations, they collect fund from various people and they allocate some budget for particular activity, particular event. For example, for education event, food event, kind of events, they'll be allocating the fund. So at the end of every event, they can measure. Just like that, seeing the profit and loss and seeing the total profit or total loss will not give a result. Now you can identify the total expenditure estimated and what is actually happened and what is the difference. This is nothing but a group budget. In this budget, the missing part is we cannot estimate or we cannot allocate fund for a particular activity like salary, how much we can allocate. There is a possibility you'll be allocating 10 lakhs for salary and here 15 lakhs 65,000 has been spent. So individually for respective head, if you allocate fund, if it is possible, if you can measure and allocate fund, that will be fine. Then you can easily identify which area you are bleeding on the exceeding the estimated cost. Okay, so I'll teach you how to create budgets on the ledgers. Understand? Ledger budget is nothing but a respective accounting head budget. Salary, a separate budget you are going to allocate. See, most of the organization have this scheme. Okay, based on the total revenues they are earning, they'll be allocating fund. Okay, they will be ensuring that the fund is spent for the particular activity within the limit how much they have already specified. Now let us get into ledger budget, right? Go to the same area, that is create budget. Now you can say detailed expenses budget. It's our wish, we can rename it, or you can go for alteration mode and select the same budget. See, the same budget I'm selecting. Earlier I have activated a group budget. Now let us get into the ledger budget. Select the respective accounting head. Business development expenditures, I'm allocating fund 75 lakhs, right? Even you can have the periods. Okay, so I'm just mentioning that my business development expenditure is 75 lakhs and salary should be 40 lakhs and maintenance expenses 25 lakhs and finally my electricity charges 10 lakhs. So like that, for individual accounting heads also you can fix budget. Now just for the understanding purpose, whatever the entries I've already posted, I'll delete it. I'll post a new entry. It is nothing but what is your actual spendings. Assume that for a business development expenditure I'm spending 86 lakhs. For salary, for the whole year I've spent 45 lakhs. maintenance expenditure I'm spending 7.5 lakhs, and finally for electricity charges I'm spending 6 lakhs 50,000. It is nothing but actual. In this example, it is nothing but the actual expenditure I'm spending. Now you get into the trial balance. Okay, since I'm going to refer indirect expenses budget, better you keep that area alone. Remaining you can use Control R and remove it. Keep the cursor in the area which you want to remove and put Alt R, Control R, you can remove the line. Only indirect expenses you are able to see. Same way you press F7 and select the budget. You can see the budget value for the individual ledgers which we have already fixed in the beginning of financial year, right? Instead of total budget, indirect expenses budget, now I am able to see that the management said I can spend 75 lakhs for the business development, but we have spent 86 lakhs. See, it is not for the big organization, even for the small organization, even if you spend the expenditure in thousands, better you can plan it accordingly. Even monthly budgets also you can prepare. Okay, as an accountant, for your family expenditure also you can prepare a budget like this. Maintain your family expenditures in Tally. Now you can feel it. For the business development, management said I can spend 75 lakhs, but I've spent 86 lakhs. The difference is 11 lakhs. You can see with the percentages. See, whatever the additional options available in the basis of view, you can see it. Type of values, all value, only the exceeding budget. Say for example, there are more than 20-30 ledgers are available, but one ledger is showing negative, that is we have spent more than what is already fixed by the management, and one more ledger, salary also, we have spent more than what is the permission given by the management. So like this, so assume that we have only 4 ledgers, so it is very easy to see the minus balance figures. But if you have more than 10 ledgers, 20 ledgers, 30 ledgers, it is waste of time referring all the ledgers. You can refer, but it is waste of time. So irrespective of seeing the whole screen, better use Control B, that is basis of value. I want every accountant to see the reports with basis of value, change view, exception reports, and F12 configuration. Okay, if management is asking for some report, don't take the report as it is available in Tally. Multiple options are available to customize those reports, right? So instead of showing all the information in one screen, better press Control B. That will help you with the type of values, which value you want to see. Values exceeding the budget. That is what is our objective also, no? We have fixed some figure. If it is exceeding, you want to see that alone. I've selected values exceeding budget. Now you can see whichever the expenditures, the actual amount is more than what is the fund allotted by the management alone is coming here. Not every ledgers, right? I'll put it again, basis of value, I'll put all items, Control A, I can refer everything. Or if you want to see the head in which the values are within the budget limits, right? So for salary and other heads, it is neither within the limit nor actual. Okay, so I'll put the budget screen once again, variance budget. See here, budget allotted is 10 lakhs, but we have spent only 6.5 lakhs. Here budget allotted is 25 lakhs, but we have spent only 7.5 lakhs, right? In this areas we have spent more, in this area we have spent less. Okay, that is also wrong thing. See, sometimes management says some amount you have to spend, you have to spend it, then only you can improve your activity, right? So it is not that we are reducing the expenditure. Sometimes if we don't spend it properly, that means we are not allocating the fund properly and we are not streamlining that particular activity, right? So you refer the reports, change view, ledger wise if you want you can refer, voucher details you can view, see the voucher details. That means whatever the vouchers we have used to record the total transactions will come on the screen, right? That is the change view option. Summary if you want you can see the summary, or I want to see the transactions individually, one by one, all the vouchers used to record the transaction. I can get it to change view and I can say voucher details. These are all the vouchers used to record the particular transactions. Even you can refer like 86,000 business development charges. So we are paid by cash or a bank account or a particular party name is credited, right? You can refer that also. So this is how we prepare the budget. See, it is easy to prepare the budget and verify with the reports. Our P&L will show the actual figures. Okay, so with the actual figure, you can use the budgets also. I have referred with the trial balance. Okay, now this is your P&L report. P&L will show the actual figures. Alright, one column actual, second column for the budgets. If you want a new column on any reports, there is an option called new column. Right hand side you can refer for a new column. Right hand side refer for a new column. Any reports, not only for budget reasons. In this report, if you want to introduce one more column, you can refer new column. So new column, just see the report 1st of April to 30th June. It's just a P&L. Now you put a new column and select it for the same period, 30th of June, and whatever the actual additional things you required for additional column. I have actual. Now I want to see the expenditures with variance. You can see the report, right? It's a new column, actual and expenses variance. You can see the variance also. 86 lakhs is actually spent. The variance amount is 11 lakhs. 6.5 lakhs is actually spent for electricity. The variance amount is 3.5 lakhs. See, I'll change this variance column. I'll change this column by alter column. I'm altering that column. I'll put budgets. I don't want to see the variance. Now you can refer it. Now I cannot see the variance. Either variance or the budget you can see. In the earlier report, it was showing that actually spent for electricity charges 6 lakhs 50, variance is 3.5 lakhs. That means budgeted is 10 lakhs, spent is 6.5, and the variance was 3.5. Now it is showing the actual budgets, actuals and budgets. I'll show you the screen once again. I'm going to alter this particular screen. Keep the cursor on the particular screen and select alter column, refer the particular budget and say yes for the variance. Now you can see the variance, right? Now I'll put all C once again. I want one more new column, expenses budget. I don't want to see the variance. See, this type of additional columns you can introduce. Refer the title. One column is actuals. One column is actuals. Another column is expenses, variance alone, and finally one column for the budgets, right? So this is how we prepare the budgets. Even like group and ledgers, we can prepare budgets for cost centers. See, in this, no, I have not enabled the cost centers. Just for demonstration purpose, I will enable the cost centers. I'll create only one cost center just for demo purpose. Marketing department, production department, right? Now just go to your budgets. Your screen will be different. Earlier it was groups and ledgers only. Since the cost center is enabled, you can find the cost center budgets also, right? What I'll do is I'll go to the alteration of budget, because we have already prepared one budget. We'll alter that expenditure budget. Go to cost centers area. See, always these areas you can find no. So wherever the option is yes or no, you can find no option in the alteration mode. Just mention yes to get into that, right? Or just no to skip that area. Again yes, you can find the ledger budget, or keep it no. And finally, I'm just preparing a cost center budget. See, whatever the cost centers you have, you can select. I say, like production department, I'm going to spend 15 lakhs. The income from production department should be 50 lakhs. See, this is how you can prepare budgets for individual employee cost center also. I've seen it in medical representatives organization like the medical distribution companies. They'll be having hundreds of medical representatives. So they'll prepare a budget like this. Assume that a medical representative name is here. They can put a expenditure, the total amount we are spending on them, like salary, telephone expenditure, traveling expenditure, petrol expenditure, etc. in the expenditure. And whatever the income is brought in by the particular executive, you can prepare a budget. You say, for example, monthly 50,000 for a executive Ram should be spent for his salary, electricity, for his telephone expenditure, etc. And he must bring the income of 2 lakhs. Okay, kind of a budgets you can prepare, right? So I'm just preparing the budget for production. So then you pass your regular entries and you go to the cost centers, you can find the budget variance, right? I'll put only one transaction related to the, assume that I'm creating a ledger, production expenditures. It's my sample example, production expenditure under direct expenses. Assume that I'm spending some amount for my production related expenditures. Now I'll select a cost center. Already for this cost center, management has fixed that for production department 15 lakhs is the budget. Now I'll say I'm spending 16 lakhs 75,000 for the production department. Just get into the cost center reports, display more reports, statement of accounts and cost centers. Select a particular cost center breakup, production department, right? Now we have production department's expenditure, that is a direct expenditure 16 lakhs 75,000, which is actual. Now you want to see the variance, F10. Just refer F10 budget variance, select the particular budget. See, I repeat, you can fix any number of budgets. Okay, even a flats promotion, flats construction and house construction projects businesses also can have this budget. Whatever they are spending for a particular property, for a construction, labor, material purchase, etc. When they are making payment or when they are booking expenditure, they can say this is for the particular house project. Similarly, when they are selling that particular house project, they can fix some income for the particular house project. Then finally, they can see the variance. It helps them to identify whether something like actually what is spent for a particular production department, cost centers, expenditures, right? 1 minute. I can use all C. Let's go with the budgets. Some technical bug is there, it's not coming now. But anyway, this is a method to fix some cost center budgets. Okay, I'll put the period also. Then also it's not coming, some technical bug is there, right? So this is how we fix some cost center related budgets. Okay, right. It is very easy to fix budget for the organization, for income, expenditure, for sales, purchases, either group wise or a individual ledger wise we can prepare a budget. Even cost center wise also we can prepare a budget. Thank you Sridevi madam for your feedback. Thank you very much. And I want everyone to attend this kind of a webinars. Asset Tally HR is conducting the webinars on every week, Tuesday and Thursday. Even from the month of March, we have planned to conduct webinars on the vernacular languages. That is in Telugu and also in Tamil. On Tuesday and Thursday, even we have planned to separate the webinars for the juniors and seniors. Tuesday, we'll be having a session for juniors. First session 4 to 4:45 in Tamil and English, bilingual. And 4:45 to 5:30 Tamil and Telugu, that is for the juniors. Similarly, on Thursday, we'll be conducting for the senior accountants. So the topic will be different. Thank you very much. So you can refer the screen. So this is the Tally invoice, customized invoice. Okay, Assets Integrated will help the Tally users to customize their invoice, reports, any kind of financial statements they can customize as they wish. Sometimes what we do is we prefer some different design for our invoice. We want the fields in different areas. Okay, we want it in different colors. Okay, Tally invoice is so professional. Instead, we want it in a different manner. We can define it by ourselves. You can get in touch with us. Our technical team will help you to redesign your invoices. Even some of the reports, if you are not comfortable on Tally gives such a nice reports for our management's quick decisions. Even you can use your alterations through basis of values, change mode, and F12 configuration. Instead, then also if there is anything lacking for your decision maker, what we will do is we will export everything to Excel and we do customization on our reportings. But you can do designing of your invoices and reports. We help the customers, Tally users, to redesign their reports. It is called TDL, Tally Definition Language. So with that, we can customize our invoice and reports as per our wish. The thing is, this is one of the sample invoice. We have changed the color, we can put a logo or a kind of a letterhead header we can have, or a footer also we can design, and seal and signatures we can fix it. Instead of taking a printout, putting a seal and signature, then we do a scanning and send it to the customers through email and WhatsApp. Instead of that, we can fix our seal and signature in Tally itself. When you are generating invoice in PDF format, it comes with your seal and signature. Even the color specifications you can mention, like a red color seal, green color pen signatures, kind of a modifications you can do. Nowadays, nobody is taking a printout and sending couriers of invoices or reports to the ledger statements to the customers, to the suppliers. So simply from Tally itself, you can send an email. Tally itself, you can WhatsApp your invoices and reports to your clients. That saves your time. That looks so professional also. Instead of drafting an email and attaching as PDF, you can directly send directly from Tally. We can have separate narration fields also. Separate narration, whatever you want, you can have it. Just refer. This is the additional line we have mentioned. Check bouncing charges. Secure will be extra for the bouncing charges. It's nothing but additional narration field. There is one more announcement that we have a separate division for manpower recruitment service. We help the business owners to find a good accountant, and we help the accountants to get a good accountant job. Right? We have the platform that is tallyhr.com. Just log in and you can have a look onto it. If you are a person searching for a job, better you register in this portal. Our HR executives will be in touch with you when there is a vacancy suitable to your profile. You will be connected to the employer and you are going to attend the interviews. Of course, the technical testings will be conducted. Then only you will be assigned to go for an interview. So get in touch with us and you can refer this to your friends, relatives, whoever it is who's seeking for a job in the accounts domain, or the business friends who are searching for a good accountant. Just tell them to get in touch with us through www.tallyhr.com. Also, we are available on the Tally LinkedIn pages. There is a special announcement. Those who are using Tally ERP9, just guide them. It is waste of time if they are maintaining books of accounts using Tally ERP9, because just 4 years back we got TallyPrime. Still, if you are using the old version of Tally, nothing but we are not using the latest features. The latest version of Prime, that is latest version is nothing but Prime. Prime is having a lot of changes technically, lot of advanced features, right? Even the recent releases like Tally Prime release 5, 5.1 and all, they have improved a lot for the GST filing. From Tally 9 onwards, Tally Prime onwards, you can directly file your GST returns instead of generating JSON files and going to the website and uploading the JSON file. From Tally itself, directly you can file your GSTR1. You can do the reconciliations. Interestingly, from the upcoming release, that is Tally Release 6, helps you to upload your bank statement in Tally directly, right? That is, you generate your bank statements in Excel format. If you have not passed the entries, 100 entries, 1000 entries, 2000 entries, some companies are used to see. If their entries are pending, okay, so instead of passing the entries at the year end, simply they can upload the Excel bank statements into Tally. Tally will help you to upload all those transactions through import options, so that you can save your time on the data entry part. So that is available in release 6. Even release 6 is coming with a direct banking activity. Like you can check your bank balances from Tally itself. At present, it is given for SBI, Yes Bank, and Kotak Mahindra Bank, etc. In future, most of the Indian banks will be connected for this balance checking option. You can make online payments directly from Tally instead of making payment from your banking login and coming to Tally and passing the entry and doing some mistakes of data entry. So to avoid all these situations, from Tally itself you can pass the entries. So if you are using Tally ERP9, if your friend circle is using still Tally ERP9, tell them to convert themselves to TallyPrime. Just they have to update their TSS by paying 2,250 plus 18% GST if they are using single user, and they can update their Tally to TallyPrime. So this offer is valid only till 6th March 2025. Tell them their ERP9 will not be supported by Tally company after March. So better to use a latest version, that is TallyPrime, from 1st of April 2025. This is the right time they can convert themselves from ERP9 to TallyPrime at the lowest price of 2,250 plus GST. Right? Just get in touch with us. Our phone number is given on the screen, 98490 or even you can reach us through the emails info@assettally.com. Subscribe our YouTube channel. It is not to promote any product, it is for the knowledge enhancement of the accountants and the business owners. We want every Tally users to use all the Tally features effectively to get easy reports for the quick decision making. Thank you very much.